What a surprise. I brought the AAP01 back out on the table. Why? Well, that's because fully 3D printed lowers are now a thing. Let me show you its features. Now what we have here was actually sent to me from Hefe's Airsoft. I printed the file myself in ASA Plastic at 100% infill, and I think it came out phenomenally. This is not going to be the final rendition. From my understanding, he is sending out this Kingslayer grip specifically so that people can test it out for now and give some opinions, voice back some feedback, and share their thoughts. And then this is going to be made out of a different material for a separate project that I know about, that I'm super excited about, that I will not speak on further than that besides the lower, because I was given the okay to speak about this. Anyways, I printed this. I think it looks really, really nice in terms of print quality, so thanks to the Bamboo Labs P1S. I went ahead and installed all of the necessary hardware because I've taken apart, put together thousands of AAPs now, and I figured I'd save you guys the time because I already have those videos on my channel. The hammer assembly fit in no problem, everything else fit in no problem. Just to give you an idea, you can also get some of the aftermarket like CTM tack trigger boxes in as well. There is a couple things that are different from the original grip, and I'll show you that in a second. But what's so fancy about this guy? Well, a couple of things. First of all, the grip has this funky little groove on the front of it, which I noticed is a very easy way to screw or unscrew your trigger adjustments. So like, you know how like the original grip on the AAP01, it doesn't. Here, let me show you this one. On the original AAP01 grip, if you throw an upgraded trigger in there, you can't adjust it without using the small head of the trigger, the Allen key, and moving it and taking it back out. With this grip, that's not a problem, so that's really cool. Another thing, you'll see this big open block in the back, and there's a reason for that. With the files, I don't know how many are actually going to be available when it comes out, but with the files came two different grip panels, and they're both of a slightly different thickness based off the thickness of your hand and which one feels most comfortable to you. All you do is notch it up in the back and push it on in place, and there you have your grip panel. And they all go in with a small little pin that I don't have right now, but it's actually such a friction fit, like a tight fit, so I don't really need that. But I believe the variation that he'll be releasing will have a pin that you can place in there, which is really cool. It just gives you a nice, thicker, chunky grip. And then if you're somebody who wants like a thinner grip, you have like smaller hands, that thin panel keeps it a little bit more straight. But I personally prefer the thick grip panel. That just feels so nice in the hands. So that's really cool. Also, the Magwell has like this small little flare in the base of it. I don't know if you could see, so when you're placing the mag in, it will almost direct the mag into the Magwell. It's got like a little Magwell flare. You see those little edges, which the original grip doesn't have. So something that when installing this is totally different, you first of all don't have a small like pin to place the spring on the rear for the upper and lower release like this one does. It just sits in a small little groove. The screw up in the trigger housing right in the center, you don't need one for this grip. And there is no functioning safety slot like the stock AAP has. So obviously with the standard AAP01, this is a non-upgraded fully stock AAP01. Everything functions as it should. Goes on and off nice and smooth. With the upgraded or printed grip from Hefe, it's a little bit more aggressive to get on, but that's just, it's a print, so I actually prefer it to have a little bit more like a tighter of a fit, because that's going to wear in over time with the plastic. And it works as it should. Why don't we go test fire it and see if it actually works as it should. Here we have it, the AAP01 with the Hefe's Airsoft lower that I printed, that you will not have to print yourself. You'll be able to pick this up. Looking gnarly. Ooh, I almost dropped it. And I got the drum mag, the Action Army drum, so I just want to go ahead and drop this in. Again, these are made by Action Army, so they have the same spec as your regular G or Glock style gas mags. So if this fits, any of them will fit. That's a tight fit, but it goes in, and can we just, there is no movement front to back, no movement side to side, and no movement up and down. You can even see my fingers turning white as I try and move it. That's actually not bad. Oh, there was already a BB in the hop unit. There we go. I guess let's test fire it. I really hope it works. You can see we got our little skull target on the target right now for Halloween, and let's take them out. Hey, it works. Oh, I'm already out of gas. Hold on, let me regas this up. I didn't realize that I was that low on gas. Dang, that is a tight fit. You hear that? Ugh. That'll wear in though, as the plastic starts to shave down. All right, I mean, like, who doesn't put gas in a mag when they're going out in the yard deploying, right? Here we go. It just works. It works. Let's. Oh, I love how tight that is, actually. Throw it into some full auto. That seats in not too bad, actually. I feel like that's the best angle for you to see it. Let's run some full auto. And we'd have to rewind the mag. Wow. Not too bad. So personally, I think the fit is incredible, and it's fascinating me that we're getting to a point in time now where if you have a printer, you can literally make an Airsoft replica at home, which is so cool. Aside from that, I'm really excited for when this releases. I love a couple of the things. I think the geometric designing up in the front is really cool. I love the fact that we can now have interchangeable, if I can get this guy out, interchangeable grips. That's really cool, because we've already seen AAP grips come with the sides interchangeable from CTM Tac. Now we have something that we can interchange the thickness, which is so cool. Love the fact that we've already integrated a way for you to adjust your upgraded triggers. It already fits with some of the upgraded parts, like the upgraded triggers or the upgraded trigger housing, and I already have the steel hammer parts in there. It works, and I would imagine this is 100% going to work with any of Hefe's parts, like the extended mag release that I love, or bolt release that I love, that I've installed a couple times on my channel as well. Super, super cool. Magwell flare, huge plus. Something that I do wish that we would change, I think there should be some more grip on the sides. I don't like how this is just completely smooth. If I'm wearing gloves, I don't think it'll be a problem, but barehanded, I definitely want some sort of stippling or something over here. With printing, I don't really know how well stippling would work. I think maybe some sort of a pattern similar to this might be a good idea. Or, hear me out, if you made this space a little bit thicker, like almost not risen, but thicker, you can now allow people to add their own stippling with some sort of a melting gun. So that'd be really cool. But we now have printed grips from AAP. This is the Kingslayer, and this will be something that, like I said, Hefe says he will be releasing soon, so you guys can purchase off of his website. So I'm really excited to see the final rendition of that and what kind of materials he's going to print it out of. It's obviously going to be something a little bit cleaner, a little bit nicer than my ASA, but that's all I have access to right now, and I really appreciate him sending me those files. So for now, get ready for another crazy customizable grip to be entering the market, and I will see you guys on the next adventure. Peace.